In ancient Japan, people engaged in a practice known as momijigari during the autumn season, where they would go to the mountains to enjoy the vibrant red foliage. However, while they could gaze upon the red leaves, they dared not stare too long, because it was believed that the color of the autumn leaves was dyed with the blood of the maple demon. T's true identity was the sixth heaven demon king, a formidable demon with great ambitions. The maple demon took on the form of a woman named Momiji, who was renowned for her unparalleled beauty. Unfortunately, this beauty also matched the description of a snake-scorpion beauty, which was considered an ill omen. Later, Momiji became a concubine to a powerful local clan, Minamoto no Tsunemoto, who was the grandfather of the famous Minamoto no Yorimitsu. However, the bride was merely a manifestation of a Yokai, and after her marriage, her true nature as snake-scorpion beauty gradually emerged. She became jealous of Tsunedo's legal wife status and prosperity within the household. Night after night, she used dark magic to curse the legitimate wife. Before long, the legitimate wife fell seriously ill. On the brink of death, ghostly apparitions began to appear within the household. Every night, Tsunedo's son, who was short-witted, realized Momiji's plot and exposed her treachery. He quickly banished her to a place called Toko. However, after arriving in Toko, Momiji's ambition only grew. She rallied a group of disaffected aristocrats who were descendants of rebel factions. They mostly wore demon masks and peculiar attire, terrorizing the local region through arson, murder, and pillaging. Word reached the capital, and the emperor immediately ordered Taira no Kakyo to suppress the rebellion. By this time, Momiji had fully embraced her demonic nature. Possessing the tremendous power of the sixth heaven demon king, she led a horde of demons and monsters against Taira no Kakyo's army. For several days and nights, the two forces clashed. Eren no Kakyo's human soldiers were no match for the demonic powers of Momiji's minions, and the casualties mounted. Eren no Kakyo was deeply troubled. One evening, as he contemplated his battle strategy, he unintentionally fell asleep at his desk. In his dream, he encountered an elderly man with a white beard, who claimed to be a celestial being from the heavens. The celestial being told him that to defeat the demons, he needed to use the demon-subduing sword. Upon awakening, Taira no Kakyo found himself holding a gleaming sword that emitted a cold radiance. The next day, during the battle, Taira no Kakyo took the lead with the demon-subduing sword in hand. He thrust it directly into Momiji's heart. Because Momiji was a celestial demon, her soul did not dissipate but lurked among the six realms. Centuries later, a man named Oda Nobunaga emerged. He was unruly and ambitious, proclaiming his determination to quell unrest through military force, and even adopting the title Sixth Heaven Demon King. According to legend, the hidden Momiji reincarnated, this time in the form of a man, and was reborn as
Oda Nobunaga.
The yokai known as Onden exhibits various appearances, but the most common is that of a young woman. She appears with pale skin, disheveled hair, lifeless eyes, and a vacant expression. Her entire body emits a putrid odor, and she carries a blue lantern. During the daytime, Onden lingers at the gate of the underworld, but at night, she hovers above the ground in search of people engaged in the Hyakki Monogatari Keidenkai, a gathering where ghost stories are told. She uses her blue lantern to absorb their souls. The lantern in her hand is known as a kaimento, with its handle made from bamboo from the demon realm. It emits a bright bluish-green light. At night, shadows dance eerily, casting a greenish hue on people's faces. During the Edo period, there was a game called Hyakki Monogatari Keidenkai, gathering of 100 supernatural tales. In this game, participants would light 100 candles and take turns telling ghost stories. After each story was told, one candle would be extinguished. When the final candle was blown out, Onden was believed to appear, dragging the storytellers into hell. In the illustrations by Toriyama Sekien, a Onden is depicted with pointed horns, a grotesque, ghostly face, and an overall airy female appearance. At the surface of Demon's head, there is a long tongue connected with a beautiful woman at its tip. She pretends to be in imminent danger, luring people to come to rescue her. This is known as the Oniotokuchi. It can swallow a person whole in a single bite. It is a malevolent spirit. Legend has it that in the Heian era, a nobleman named Yamanaka no Nariyakira had a lover named Arishin. When their secret affair was discovered by others, they faced opposition from their families. One fateful night, Nariyakira secretly took Arishin with him, planning to escape to the capital city. However, that night, it started to rain heavily. Arishin sought refuge in a warehouse while Nariyakira waited outside. To everyone's surprise, Arishin disappeared without a trace, leaving behind only her clothing. Some speculated that she was devoured by the Oniotokuchi. Yatori is a yukari with the appearance that attracts, the essence of the sun and moon, resembling a finely crafted belt. It was originally used as decoration by ancient demons and monsters, earning it the name Coiling Waste Fire Dragon. In Japanese folklore, Yatori is well known and exceptionally terrifying. It possesses the deadly venom, and once it bites someone, death follows immediately. The body of the snake belt is extremely flexible, able to stretch and contract at will. At times, it may intentionally transform into a brightly colored belt if someone greedily treats it as an ordinary belt and fastens it around their waist. The snake belt will tightly coil around them, draining their vital essence until they perish. In Junhu's records of strange things, it is noted that sleeping with a belt coiled around one's pillow may lead to dreams involving snakes. Similar folk legends exist in Heim Prefecture, Japan. Additionally, there is a belief related to jealousy. Women harboring jealousy will coil the belt round themselves 3 times, transforming into a poisonous serpent that encircles its victim 7 times. The Japanese pronunciation of snake is similar to evil thoughts. Therefore, when malevolent thoughts, such as jealousy, attach themselves to a belt worn close to the body, they take on the form of the yokai known as yatai, engaging in malevolent deeds. Yatai.